Hi there. In this last Purpose Chasers meetup that we had this past Saturday, I was sharing with them how the Lord was checking me last week about all the Netflix that I was watching, just secular programs. Nothing bad or horrible. It's actually just Grey's Anatomy that I'm watching for the third time. Usually I am just putting something on just so I don't have to think and I don't really have to pay attention because I am tired or whatever the case is. But the Lord was checking me about that and saying, hey, you need to do a fast this week, cutting out all the secular stuff, no secular music, no secular programs that you're watching, and go back to feeding your spirit. I wasn't really trying to hear him though, because the first thought that I had was that means I can't catch any football this week. And I'm already behind because I haven't been really watching it over the last 2 weeks. So I really wasn't trying to hear the Lord. But yesterday, when I was out with a family that I love here, they're like my family, we were watching this Christmas program at this church. And Zion was sitting beside me. And she said to me, I love when you did that session on soul versus spirit. And she said, I love this quote so much that I had to write it down. She said to me, how are you meant to be chasing your purpose when your soul is too loud? She said, I love when you said that. I had to write it down. And I'm just looking at her because she's talking to me about her life. But I'm looking at her like, God, you are not slick. Here it is, the youngest member of our purpose chasing community, feeding me what I gave to them in one of our sessions. And unbeknownst to her, the Lord was checking me about doing a fast this week. And now she's saying the very things to me that the Lord was already saying. Angel, you need to get back in tune with the things of the Spirit because you're here on assignment. You need to be able to connect with me clean and clearly. See, this thing with the Lord and walking with God, it's not rocket science. It's not magic. It's simply soul versus spirit. Your soul is your mind, your will, your emotions. Which one are you feeding the most? Because whichever one you're feeding the most, that's going to be the one that is the loudest. And here I am on assignment in Australia trying to stay connected with the Lord. God, what are you saying to me? Who do I need to connect with? What should I be doing? Yes, the Lord will answer these questions for me, but it's so much easier when you have your spirit in a place where you're connecting in the spirit with the Lord. You get downloads easier. You know when God is speaking easier. And here I am in a space where I'm just doing so much soul feeding because I'm tired or because physically my body is like, I just don't feel like pressing in right now. And then the Lord uses the youngest member of my purpose chasing community to remind me of what I said. How are you meant to be chasing your purpose if your soul is too loud?